I'm Illustrator Kevin Necessary. I created the art for Mina and Lucy's Guide to Slaying Dracula. I thought it'd be fun to show the steps I took to create the artwork, and maybe inspire future artists. Before I drew anything, I read the script for Mina and Lucy. I also talked with the podcast's producers. Even at that early stage, I was doing small doodles of the characters and exploring the composition. Most of the sketches are sloppy, but that's okay. I'm just letting ideas flow. After reading the script and getting direction, I drew thumbnail sketches. Thumbnails are small sketches, not much bigger than your thumbnail, that artists use to quickly work out ideas. I draw these fast, spending no more than a few minutes on each. This is my favorite part of any project, because I just get to play around. The first direction I received from the producers was to show Mina and Lucy having a picnic in a cemetery, with Dracula lurking about. I would send my favorite thumbnails to the producers. I did several rounds of thumbnails, refining them until we settled on a direction. After we knew what the overall image would be, it was time to work on details. I drew a larger, tight, rough sketch, adding in basic grayscale values and some shading. I produced another rough sketch after the producers decided to drop Dracula from the art and focus on Mina and Lucy, and did a third once we decided to change the art style. Now we're on to the final image. I drew another tight sketch, which I'd use as the basis for the illustration and to get approval from the producers. Good thing I did. We changed Lucy's entire design. By this stage, all the hard work has been done. I've made most of the creative choices. Now it's just a matter of adding in line work and color. I went over the sketch with solid dark lines just as I would if I were inking a comic book. Even when we do this step digitally, like I did, we still call it inking. It's at this point I make my final decisions with the art. The last step is adding in colors. Choosing the right colors is important because it helps set the overall mood of an illustration and draws the eye to the image's most important parts. For this, I wanted a spooky mood. That meant dark, cool, desaturated colors like blues and grays. I also wanted Mina and Lucy to pop out, since they're the main elements of the illustration. So I made them darker than everything else. That gives them weight or importance. I also made sure to use warmer, more saturated or vibrant colors to really help Mina and Lucy pop out from the background. Coloring can be complex. Because I work digitally, I use a technique called flatting, where I create a solid color shape behind each element, such as the characters and gravestones, and I keep them on separate layers. That flat, solid color allows me to easily select and color the individual elements, while also allowing me to quickly change specific colors without messing up any other element in the illustration. It can be a lot of work, but it's worth it. Finally, I add shading and lighting to give the entire illustration more depth. Even minimal shading can take a flat illustration and make it pop. This is my second favorite part, because I can see the image really come to life. I hope you enjoyed seeing my process creating the artwork for Mina and Lucy's Guide to Slaying Dracula.